everybody. Welcome to another Ride Along with Goggles Hard Parking B Doubles edition. Yeah, here we are. We're gonna have another go at it. So I figured out what the problem was. I had oh, wait a minute, is this job urgent? I guess we should I gotta start the, hang on, come on. Does it say here? It doesn't say, but I think we better get going. We got some dynamite on here going to Butte, and yeah, we'll chat on the way about what the problem was with the last one. Not that I'm 100% certain how to describe it, but there's a setting in the oh, we got our high beams on. There we go. In the config file, and you want the choice where when you pull in with the hard parking, you'll see when we get where we're going, it's going to say something like, you know, where do you want it, or, you know, I can do anything is the one you want if you want hard parking, the option. So we're going to be able to say, I can do anything. Whether we can or not, we're going to brag about it. We're going to have hard parking like we did there. So I had to back into that spot we were in. So I had to pull up once. It was kind of disappointing, but it came pretty close.
Yards, turn right.
So, a couple other things. If you'll notice, the front license plate, I got numbers on it now. In the last, ever since Montana came out, I haven't had license plate numbers. And I owe a big thanks to Recon for figuring that out, because we were talking and he said, I was showing him this paint job actually. We're thinking about trying to come up with a paint job, unique one for the KSW 352. And well, that's kind of the story, but we'll leave it at that for now. And he notices the truck and says, oh, you must have Great America installed. And I said, yeah, I do. How come? And he said, well, you have no numbers on your license plate. I go, okay. And he explained that because Great America was built for, and the current versions, some of the parts in the mod were reliant on the Montana expansion, not DLC not being out yet, and so they had Montana plates of their own in it or something or other. I can't pretend to know the whole deal, but anyway, he messages Voith, and Voith says, "Oh, yeah, I got that fixed in the new version."
Go straight.
And he sends Recon the new version, who sent it over to me, and I put it in, and I got numbers. So, and here's that thing. We've got a stop sign here. On the opposite side of the intersection, there's no stop sign. I think we pointed that out before. And so anyway, we got license plate numbers, and I'm a happy camper. And we got a more Recon news. We did a little trip together with my friend Grant, and that was a ride. None of us had done a convoy for a long time. That was a hoot. But anyway.
Turn right.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, right. I was going to have a trip to Glendive, but I missed it. I was really looking forward to going out east of here, but we're going to Butte. Wow. That Jake off. So anyway,
go straight.
we're talking about what engines to use, and you know, I'm kind of partial to the DD60, but Recon says, well, check out the 6NZ. the C15 6NZ from CMod. And I had it. Like, I think I must have all
Go
of
straight.
ZMod's engines. I can't think of one I don't, oops. I can't think of one I don't have. So anyway, put it in and I liked it, you know. Maybe I never gave it a fair shake before, but that's what's in here now. And it's got a nice sounding Jake and it's not overly loud. I better get over here in this lane. We may be going left up here.
Go straight.
And another thing I figured out was why Lori was so quiet. I couldn't hear her. I think we're going to turn left up here. Yeah.
After 50 yards,
Oh,
turn
man.
left.
We got the scale and everything.
Turn left. Keep left.
Sorry, honey. I got to go in the scale. Don't get mad at me now. $83,907.
After 100 yards, turn right.
I think
Turn
we
right.
just do a UE right back on around here. Gonna disappoint you again, Lori. Yeah, Recon was saying he likes that Sky, that gal Sky for a voice nav, because she's sarcastic. I gotta try it out. I can always use a little sarcasm. So anyway, the reason Lori was so quiet is for some reason
After 100 yards, turn right.
in Windows 11, it seems to turn,
right.
it keeps turning the game volume down. So when I go into Sound Mixer and I'll look at it, and it has all your apps and things, your Windows system sounds, a little slider beside it all. And the slider for American Truck Sim was down to 20%, 20 of 100, I guess it was. And so I cranked that up and it got back in the game. It was super loud, so I turned everything down but left Lori up, and lo and behold, I can hear her again. Oh boy, live and learn, eh? So if you're having the same problem, volume mixer. I kind of like this engine. I have no problems with this at all. Sounds good. And here comes some Jake. It's a lot better than the C16 Jake. And this is Big Sandy, as we've mentioned before, the home of Big Bud. The
Go straight.
16V71, the 16-cylinder one. Or was it the 12? There's a 16, I can't remember. 12V71 or 16? I think it's a 16. Or is it the 12? Oh man, like a cat going around chasing its tail. Yeah, this thing sounds great. Uh-oh, we got a Lincoln on the road up here. Yeah, nice scenery right here.
Go straight.
Oh, we're catching that guy at a rate of knots.
Go straight.
Well, we don't do this very often, it's past somebody, but and now he gets moving. Oh boy. I think he'll realize he's got to let me in here and slow down a bit. Yeah, he's well back there now. That wasn't very handy, but the opportunity presented itself. I'll hop in for a little bit here. Oh, wait a minute. Let's look left here. Oh, yeah. That's cool.
Go straight. Go straight. Go straight.
Oh, easy. Oh, he's doing a wheelie there. His front wheel's in the air. That was all about. Oh, it's supposed to be Great Falls. Yeah. I think. Where is it? Yeah, let's get a handle on where we are. Oh, maybe.
Go straight.
So this paint job and on the truck and the trailer were brand new. I haven't put them out yet, but they're pretty much done. I got to do the generic version of the truck skin, the MacGyver one. The trailer skin's done, and like the regular old school one I just put up on Steam, this one too works on all the trailers and aero and doors and whatnot. So by the time this video comes out, I should have those up and links in this video to these skins.
Go straight.
this town. Isn't that something, eh? Been here before, but I think we're going in a different direction.
Go straight.
So, yeah, so B trains and Rocky Mountain double, Turnpike double, triple, everything, it all works. Yeah, so I thought, well, yep, time to do some hard parking. See how that goes.
Go straight.
Yeah, we're gonna turn right here.
Keep right.
Positive,
After
yeah.
50 yards, turn right. Turn right.
There you go. Keep stalling it. That ain't good.
Go straight.
So it's Sunday today, and I'm recording this, and boy, I had a nice day today. I took one of my kids in the old 62 Hot Rod Caddy, and my car club, it was their, or our, I should say, I guess I'm part of it, annual toy run. And there's a poker run, toy run thing, and usually is a member, you usually work the event. Like we put on a free breakfast and a free lunch, and you know, take care of all the guests and everything, set up the hall, cook all the food, clean up after, you know, the whole deal, and then man the checkpoints,
Go straight.
the whole thing. So anyway, because I took one of my kids, I got special dispensation to actually go on the run for once in a long time since I have, and it was fun. Really hot out today though, but for cruising around in town, and I didn't want to put on the AC and stuff, so we left the windows down, and because the idea is you gotta, you know, look at the clues you have in your sheet that you're following, your, you know, a couple pages of instructions on where to drive and what you're looking for in terms of, it's like fill in the blank things, you know, such and such happened at this intersection, yada yada, and some whatever, just clues and quizzes and stuff. Good fun. It was really fun. My younger one really enjoys it. Well, younger, 22, but not a kid anymore. But no, it was good. Good time. So that was a nice day. So I'm doing this video a little late because it's well after supper now. But I noticed that as the subscription numbers are going up, YouTube, I heard that you had to get to 1,000 subscribers, and then they'll start treating you better, getting your videos up a little quicker, or process them a little faster. And like I'm in that boat where I'm putting them out at 1440, 60 frames per second, which is super high. I kind of doubt anybody else is doing that. But the point is, if you turn up your resolution, you can see a pretty good looking video. whether what you're seeing on your screen is any good, at least it's sharp. But anyway, I noticed the last few videos, maybe the last week or so, that the processing to high def is going a little quicker. Because I was having to, if I was putting this video out this late in the day, you wouldn't be seeing it until, so this being Sunday evening, you wouldn't be seeing it until Tuesday, maybe Tuesday morning. And as it is, you're going to see it sometime tomorrow, Monday, which is an improvement. So I'm pretty stoked about that. So I guess it is true that they look at your volume of, you know, subscribers, views, maybe how much you're putting out. Like I guess I'm pretty prolific at trying to do one a day. part of the reason I'm doing one a day is um, this is my time to drive. Like doing the video, this is me enjoying the game. And the fact that I kind of kickstart my mouth into gear and blab away at you guys uh, is a side deal. But I enjoy the heck out of the game. And like I say, if you look at the hours I have in the game, you think, oh man, that guy drives a lot. I drive about 15 or 20% of what you see, and the rest of it's making skins. So I got to go in the game, I got to test the skin. What I do, I'll just, if you haven't seen my, I did a video on how to skin. I did a 3-parter doing the Viper. And what I do is I'll go in and do the, the first initial layout of the skin on the truck, try and get it sorted what I'm needing, and then I'll all the errors, because there's going to be a ton, like everything's out of place, not aligned, stripes aren't lining up, and it looks goofy. And so I take put it in the game. I take shots, photos with my phone of the detail that's all out of whack. And then I go over to my other PC over there and work on it. And I come back over here, check out the difference. And on a complicated skin / paint job, like the trailer packs, you got a lot of doors to do in front and back, and get them to line up with the side stripes. And they're in different scales, one to the other. And like for the trailer pack, I'd probably go back and forth about 15 or 20 times, from drawing it, putting it up over here, looking at it, taking the photos, going back over there. And a complicated skin, like I think the worst one so far is that BPM 521 Kenworth needle nose. Man, that was a lot of work. I don't know how many game hours were logged just looking at the skin in the game on the truck, taking photos, going back over, fixing it, coming back. It had to be about 50 trips back and forth. So I really need to upgrade the design PC, because it's working hard. Like, let this guy go. Don't pull in and hit the brakes. Nice. Oh, there they go. They had to get on the brakes. It's a thing with the AI. But anyway, yeah, enough about that. But oh yeah, well, skin. So this truck skin also. Yeah, so I should have it out. I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna see if I can make this skin work without any drastic changes on the set back front axle. And for once I could do an overfloater skin that fits both set back and set forward front axle trucks in one mod. So it doesn't matter what one you click on in the dealership, you'll get the skin. That would be a step up for me and for you, the end user. Instead of me having to put in the description, works on the forward front axle only. I guess the European guys kind of, get that setback axle thing because of the tight confines and maneuverability that shorter wheelbase gives you. But as a Western Canadian here, where we got nothing but space, it's weird to really think of, I need a maneuverable truck. What you need here is a comfortable truck, because you travel long distances, because nothing's close together. Like our nearest big city where I live is 180 miles away, and it's a few big cities here and there and a lot of towns, but a lot of big the highways are just they go and go and go for. Funny story. How much time do we got? 75, about 50 miles. Okay. Like my ancestry is from the UK, like Scotland and Ireland, England, and when I moved out here to Calgary, because my parents retired here, and I came here quite a few years after they'd retired here, because I wanted to be closer to them, because they were getting old, you know. Yeah, I didn't want to miss them, and so that's when I moved out here and started trucking. And we we had relatives visiting, or my parents had relatives visiting them from England, and 2 provinces away, about 900 miles. We have more relatives over there. Well, we have relatives here too, you know, but there was a specific pack of relatives out there that the folks from England wanted to visit. So they say to Dad, well, how about we go over and visit Ruth in Winnipeg? And Dad says, okay, let's go tomorrow morning. And they're thinking, oh, okay. The English folks, well, why don't we just go kind of thing. You can't see it on their faces. But next morning they hop in the car. It's a 13-hour drive. And so they'll hop in the car and head off to Manitoba. And they get about 50 miles out of town. They're asking, well, how long is this going to take? Dad says, oh, another 12 hours.
Exit right ahead.
Everything is so close together for them. It's small. And here it's just spread out and goes forever.
50 yards, turn right.
But you don't really, it's the way it is, so you just do it.
Turn right.
Gotta go down to Manitoba, you go. When my kids were little, when they're babies, I had 2 of them, and they're 2 years less a day apart. But we would travel down to see the grandparents and stuff down in their other grandparents, my wife's side, in Winnipeg, 1,300 kilometers, and which turns out to be a 13-hour drive. Anyway, if you're just giver, and I'd drive right through the night. It's non-stop. Well, we just stop and halfway or so, a couple times, whatever. And they'd be sleeping like as soon as you leave home, 8 o'clock at night. And just there's a 4x4 or side-by-side over there. But anyway, you just start driving and they go to sleep. Drag them in a couple rest stops along the way, check their diapers and stuff, top them up if they're awake, get going, get to grandma and grandpa's kind of bagged. Here's a couple babies, look after them, we're going to sleep. But they never even knew. They would just wake up at grandma's, and it's kind of cool. Yeah, this town, eh? That building over there with the veranda on it and stuff. That is cool. Well, I guess we got to brace ourselves for what they're going to have in store for us for parking here. Okay, I think I see what's going on here.
After 50 yards, turn right.
Oh yeah, this is going to be, could be interesting, but
turn right.
We'll do what we can. It's like another side-by-side. It's like Bugs Bunny and or Yosemite Sam. I paid to see the fearless freak, and I aim to see the fearless freak.
After 100 yards, turn left.
You guys joined to see some hard parking, so let's see if we get some hard parking.
Turn left.
Nice little Tempest. Oh, he doesn't have, oh, he has a stop sign. He's going to run it. Nice try there, Sporto.
After 100 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Yeah, I don't mind this engine at all.
After 100 yards, turn left. Turn left.
Of course, it's my hopped up version. uh, as I say, I can't leave anything alone.
You have reached your destination.
All right. Let's see what we're going to do. See, this is where it says I can do anything. So that's what you need to see when you got it configured right. Um, yeah. Let's see if we can do anything. Oh, well, that's kind of a little tricky. Yeah, I'm thinking I gotta figure out how to approach this. Gotta get both trailers lined up. I guess what we're gonna do is do it from over on the left over there. So we want that back trailer kind of close to where it's going to end up in terms of alignment. We'll go way over this way, then we're going to come way back. Try and get this thing more or less in a line. I might have done that back trailer over too far. We're going to try it from this angle. All right, cover me, I'm going in. I think I got to go this way first to get that. That trailer's a little close there. I'll go like this for a little bit. Try that. Now we got to start our turn. It all happens way after you think you're making it happen. Like when you move the truck, the trailers take a little while to react, and the same thing when you're trying to catch it. Like we're going to turn a little quick here. I got to slow that down. Now we got to speed it up. And it takes a long time. See how much the truck moved and nothing's going on yet? Now we're going to try and get that front trailer. So you got to watch the front trailer too. You got to drive it too. Can't just be driving the back one. Yeah, we ain't going to get it like this. Well, let's see. Maybe we just... I don't think that's going to work. Yeah, that's no good. But we got lots of room here now. We got to have a better angle. So now, what can we do? Yeah, the trick is when you transition off of really just thinking about that back trailer and then start driving both sets of rear tandems there. Oh, we're way behind here. Yeah, way behind. I don't think I can save that. So we gotta get the truck where I can drive this front trailer now. Get it turning too. Oh, go this way a little bit. And, bear back. Because now I'm looking at the tandems on the front trailer. I got to get them to go in the turning arc here. Oh, stalled it. Now we might be getting somewhere. I don't think we're going to get the truck into the parking spot, but we may get the trailer. Yeah. Anyway, well, we'll take that. So we got room. We wouldn't get away with this at a busy freight terminal, but we'll try for one of those, like get into one of those little UPSs or something like that, and see what happens when we get in a yard like that. Anyway, that, that's not how a professional does it. That's a guy who's messing around on a game who's never, I've never even driven a B double in real life, so I've that's just the way I do it. So anyway, let's see what we did here. Yeah, so the realistic fuel turned on. That's not bad considering. And a fairly good payday, because I guess dynamite. Nice. What did we get? Hazard class 100 experience points. Cool. Well, there we have it. So a bunch of good stuff happened. We got numbers on our license plate, finally. Got a interesting new skin coming out. So I did that little diamond thing in the middle of the windshield, just taking advantage of the way the windshield goes up and the way we can come down and make that interesting appearance there. Because on other trucks, I don't have that top stripe going around the front. I just kind of ended at that back side of that side window. I think that looks pretty smart. I like it. So if you've got the Overfloater K100, you should have this skin by the time you're watching the video. Yeah, cool. Excellent. Well, thanks again, guys. Got some new subscribers this weekend, and welcome aboard. Appreciate it. And as always, take care, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.